Hi, I'm Gary and welcome to my shop. In this video I'm going to show you how to put a bar on levers for workbench wheels, and this is an idea that I got out of a Wood Magazine Shop Tips article, and this is the March 2017 issue, and that's on page 18. I adapted it a little bit differently for my own needs because I don't want my bar protruding out as far from the handles, so I made it a little bit different. But it's a really great idea, and I'll show you how I do this. Okay, when putting these wheels up and down, with them down like this, I can move the workbench around, but when I want it to stay stationary, I have to flip these up, and to do that, that's kind of lifting the table here. So that's one wheel down, and this kind of makes it tilty and causes the bench to rack, which could kind of kitty-catty the framework a little bit on me, which could eventually get loose. Now it's down solid, but going up and down one wheel at a time, one corner at a time, just kind of makes it unstable and also can cause racking of the framework of the workbench. So that's the reason why I'm going to put on this bar so I can do them both in one stroke. Okay, so I've got this where I can grab hold of the ends of my workbench, put my foot on here, lift up, got my wheels down, lift up, get down. That quick and easy. So, if I can hold this still here, I bought a couple of these square steel tubes at Home Depot. I think they're about $8 to $9 a piece. It's a 3/4 by 1/16, and it's 36 inches long. And what I'm doing is cutting it down to 24.5 inches to fit the levers on those wheels on my workbench. I'm marking it down to 24.5 inches, and I marked across here with the square, and I'm cutting it down with the hacksaw. Okay, got that cut off. Next I'm going to line up my holes for where these go on to the levers for those foot wheels. Okay, so I measure the distances on this, got that pretty good, about where I'm going to locate it. And then I mark these holes that I'm going to drill for putting through this. Since these are 1 3/4 wide, half of that would be 7/8 of an inch. So I will mark these holes 7/8 of an inch in from the end and drill them from there. Then later when I come back to drill the holes into these feet, the handles on these casters anyway, I will use the holes in that bar as a guide as to where to mark these holes and drill them. Here at the drill press I have center punched the holes that I'm going to drill in the square tube, and I've got a 5/16 drill bit in the chuck, and I will drill these through. Okay, it's drilled through, and I will do the same for the other at the other end here. All set to go, other than doing some filing and cleaning up on these. Then I'll go to the grinder and clean up and round off these edges here also to make them softer and smoother and avoid cuts. So I forgot to turn on my microphone in the camera, but I'm wiping off the piece there, and I'm going to use a white pencil to make a mark where I want to drill the hole with this bar. That's a charcoal white pencil. I'll make that mark, and then that's where I'm going to center punch, and I will drill the hole. Okay, I made my center punch on that piece there, and I'm going to drill a 5/16 hole, and that'll put the bolts through to hold the bar on there. Okay, as I got these holes drilled out on here, I'd marked it with the white marker as previous silent part of my movie. Put this bar in, fits right into these holes, lines up good. Put the nuts on the back side, clean these up a little bit to soften the edges. Then I can operate this up and down with one foot and do both feet at the same time. and I don't have to worry about racking the frame of the bench. So I'll move on. So with my grinder here, I'm going to grind off these rough edges to make it smooth and even. Also to smooth over these edges where I drilled through. Doesn't take a lot. On these inside parts here, I'm going to use a flat file in there to take the burr off of that. So on these, I fed the bolt through back part here, and I got the nuts on top. Yeah, and these are 5/16, so it's 1/2 inch wrench and a 1/2 inch socket. Already tightened the other end down. Snug this one down. Okay, now see how this works. Okay, so I've got this where I can grab hold of the ends of my workbench, put my foot on here, lift up, got my wheels down. No interference from the bolts or anything to keep it from moving. Lift up, get down. That quick and easy. Well, to wrap this up, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got the inspiration to make something of your own. Please give me a like and share with your family and friends, and please subscribe to see what I may come up with next. Thank you.